Guys, this is Albert Cifuentes here with 806 Anglers, back at it with another video. And today's video is going to be about winter bass fishing baits. I don't do a lot of winter bass fishing, but if I did, these were the baits I would use. These aren't in specific order. These are just the bass baits I would use. Like I said, I don't winter bass fish a lot. Mainly just trout fishing, so I don't know. Anyways, the first bait I would use is a Yum curl tail, and this is a, don't know the jig head size, sorry about that. But what I would do is I'd throw it out there, let it hit the bottom, and then either about an inch off the bottom, or a foot off the bottom, and just reel it in slow retrieve, because this is going to imitate a dying shad or bait fish, and that's what you want, is a dying shad or bait fish, because it's winter. A lot of the shad are dying off, so you want to imitate a dying, wounded bait fish or shad. Alright, next bait. Next bait would be a shaky head finesse worm by Zoom. I wouldn't use this color in the winter because this is not too good of a color in the summer or the spring. I don't know, but haven't got many bites on it. And use a shaky head just like that, finesse worm, or a trick worm as well. Trick worms would work. They work extremely well for shaky head. And so, like I said, I'd use either maybe like a black and blue, if you live like kind of where I live in the where there's dark colored water, stained water, or maybe a green pumpkin color, something like that. Something imitates something natural, maybe more of a shad color if you can, like a gray or something like that, some of that sort. So what I would do is I'd cast it out, I let it sink, let it hit the bottom, and just drag it along the bottom. It'll go like that, and just drag it like that really slow. And what that'll do is that'll make the tail kind of move like that. And I wouldn't really hop it up and down like that, because that's more for like maybe the summer and the spring, and they won't like that as much, and that's way too fast for winter bass fishing. They're not as active. So like I said, I'd throw this out, drag it on the bottom, and that'll make the tail dance a little bit. And if you use a trick worm, it works extremely well on trick worms. Use a natural color and not this color for winter, more like a shad color, because you know they're dying and you want to imitate a wounded bait fish, like I said. So the next bait would be Senkos. I just now got these yesterday from Academy. These are from Big Bite Baits. They're the Pro Series, and these are in watermelon red. And I don't really use this brand much, but I'd probably use either Yum Dinger or a Gary Yamamoto. A bunch of guys don't like Gary Yamamotos just because they're expensive and they don't last long. But out of all the Senkos, those are the ones that catch me fish. They're the original Senkos as well. How I would use the Senko would be on a wacky rig. Wacky rig especially well. You can use the Senko many different ways, and they're a very versatile bait. That's what I like about Senkos, is you can do anything. You could Ned rig them, you could weightless Texas rig them, you'd maybe shaky head, I don't know. And of course, wacky rig. I would use wacky rig in the winter. I'd use wacky rig in any spring, summer, winter, or fall, all year round basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I'd use it wacky rigged. I'd throw it, let it fall to the bottom, and then just give it a nice slow hop. You don't want it really fast hop, because it's winter and they're not asking for real fast. Like I said, you're imitating a dying bait fish. So, I mean, wounded, so maybe throw it out there, let it fall all the way down, give it a nice little hop like that, and then let it fall all the way down. Another way, what you can do is you throw it out, you let it fall, reel it up, and then you just pull your rod like that. And then as it's falling back, follow it in and reel a little bit of slack. You don't want to reel up a bunch of your slack, maybe just a little bit, just enough for it to fall on some slack. Just don't make sure it's tight. So that's the way I would use it. Just cast it, let it fall to the bottom, drag it like that, follow it all the way back in, don't pull all your slack up, and let it fall on slack line. And another bait I would use, and another method I would use, is a drop shot. What you would want to do is, I can't remember what this method is called, but I saw it on YouTube as well. Can't really think of this method, but your weight is a lot shorter than a regular typical drop shot. So maybe like that much farther from the hook, that much closer to the hook than a regular one. You know, regular ones are a lot longer, but it's a lot shorter than a regular shaky head. What am I talking about? Drop shot. I don't know, I can't speak today. So what I would, Jesus, sorry about that. What I would use is these, and these are the Bass Assassin Baby Shad, and these are in Silver Phantom color. They're the 3-inch, and I would use these to drop shot. And the reason why you don't want your drop shot weight far from the hook is because when it's closer, you want it to get it close to the bottom, and you're supposed to imitate a dying shad. So as it's on the bottom, you want to have tight line. You don't want to have loose line, because then it just falls, and it just falls to the bottom. And that's not what you want. Just really just get that line tight, and then just give it, just kind of really just work it slow basically. And you're supposed to imitate a dying shad, and that's perfect color. Since I'm targeting shad, you probably will too. And that's what I would use for drop shot. And the next bait, also keep in mind, these are also kind of like miniature flukes, but let's move on. Flukes, how about that? I would use these flukes weightless. I think I'd rather use these weightless. You could either use a nose rig hook or a Texas rig hook, but I think I would use it weightless. If not, maybe get a weighted hook, and I would use it like that. But how I'd use it is I'd cast it, and you'd kind of work it like a jerk bait. Maybe give it a jerk, pause, a jerk, pause, and just, you gotta find that cadence. And this fluke works really well. It gives it a nice action. You don't want it to go, you know, all over the place like that. You just want it to go choo, choo. It's like that, kind of not too fast but not too slow is basically what I'm trying to say. And this is going to imitate a dying shad. This color is in bait fish color, and these are, can't really see, this bag is old. Well, this thing is old right here, so I can't see how big they are, but that's what I would use. Next, a jerk bait. I mean, it's not that much different from a, well, I'm not gonna say that, but because I mean that's just dumb. But like I said, you could use a jerk bait, and give it a kind of like the fluke, a jerk, pause. Just gotta find that cadence. You want to go with a shad color is what you want, and that's perfect because the bass are chasing those dying shad in the winter that are dying, and this imitates a wounded bait fish, as does the fluke. And that's what you want to imitate, is a dying bait fish maybe, or basically. And so that's what you would want to use, is this jerk bait, and this is, I think, in gray minnow, something like that, but I don't know, somebody gave it to me, and this is the Shadow Rep 11, and I would use this definitely in the winter for sure. Alright, the next bait I would use is this KVD square bill. Definitely is a must. I mean, it's not a must, but I for sure would use a square bill in the winter. I mean, it's perfect. Like, why would you not? Am I right? I mean, come on. But this is a Strike King KVD square bill in Sexy Shad color. It's a really good color. Like I said, you want it to have a shad presentation, a shad coloration, if you will. And this is in a 1.0 size. It says on the package 1.0. And what I do is I just cast it, and not too fast or not too slow, just kind of a medium, and maybe from time to time give it a kind of a slow retrieve. But this works perfect in the winter. For sure, a square bill in the winter. Alright, another bait I would use is a mini flipping jig or a finesse jig. A finesse jig is perfect. This is not a finesse jig, but it's as small as a finesse jig, and it's just a flipping jig. And I toss it out, let it fall all the way down, and just kind of give it a nice, I just drag it on the bottom, but give it small hops, not too big of hops. Just kind of drag it and just give it a, it's not such an aggressive hop. And that'd be perfect. And that's how I'd use it. This is in a black and blue color. I think that'd be perfect. Like I said, the shatter dying. Alright, this is another jig. And this has a crawfish trailer. And on your jigs that have crawfish trailers, you want to cast it out, let it sit on the bottom, and you want to give it a slow retrieve. Slow retrieve. And also you want to figure out the color of the crawfish that are in the lake, because the crawfish do change colors as the seasons change. So if you can find a crawfish and maybe find a color to match that, that'd be perfect. So I would definitely use that. Like I said, cast it out, let it drop, and give it a nice slow and steady retrieve, and that's how I'd use it. That is all I have for you guys. This is 806 Anglers signing out. Please like and subscribe. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing more of these videos. If you wanna watch maybe like a trout fishing video while it's still trout, if the trout are still in there, or a catfish video, please leave that in the comments. This is 806 Anglers signing out. Please like and subscribe.